Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow, head into work like any other day, and then your manager says the words nobody wants to hear. We're letting you go. Whether it's layoffs, downsizing, company closures, or budget cuts. Losing a job can feel like your entire world just changed in a few minutes. But here's something important. The decisions you make during the first few days can have a huge impact on your finances for the next several months. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly what to do during your first 24 hours. How to create an emergency budget. What benefits you may qualify for in both Canada and the United States. How to protect your savings. And ways to bring in temporary income while you search for your next job. The first day is emotional. You're probably shocked. Maybe angry. Maybe embarrassed. Maybe even relieved if you've hated the job. Whatever you're feeling is normal. But try not to make financial decisions while emotions are high. Instead, focus on gathering information. Before leaving your workplace, make sure you know your last day of employment, whether you'll receive severance or termination pay, when your final paycheck arrives, whether unused vacation time will be paid out, what happens to your benefits, how to access retirement or pension information, how to retrieve personal files from your work computer if permitted. If you have a company laptop or equipment, return everything as instructed. Ask for copies of any paperwork before you leave. Once you're home, avoid panic spending. Some people celebrate being free. Others immediately start shopping to feel better. Neither helps your financial situation. Instead, open a notebook and write one simple goal. My job right now is protecting my money. That mindset alone can save thousands of dollars. Now it's time to switch into survival mode. This isn't your forever budget. It's your until I get another paycheck budget. Start by listing every monthly expense. Then separate them into two categories. Must pay, housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, and minimum debt payments whenever possible. Can pause, streaming services, gym memberships, subscriptions, eating out, shopping, vacations, and entertainment. Every dollar you don't spend today extends how long your savings last. If you have emergency savings, divide the balance by your monthly essential expenses. For example, if you have $9,000 saved and your essential bills total $3,000 each month, you have about 3 months before your savings run out. Knowing your runway helps you plan instead of guessing. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting too long to apply for benefits. Apply as soon as possible. In Canada, if you lost your job through no fault of your own, such as layoffs or a shortage of work, you may qualify for employment insurance. Generally, you need enough insurable hours worked during the qualifying period, and you must be available for and actively looking for work. Employment insurance generally pays about 55% of your average weekly insurable earnings, up to the annual maximum set by the federal government. The length of benefits depends on your work history and unemployment conditions in your region. Do not wait for your record of employment before applying. If your employer hasn't submitted it yet, you should still file your employment insurance application as soon as possible. The record of employment can be added later. In the U.S., unemployment insurance is run by each state. That means eligibility, benefit amounts, and duration vary depending on where you live. In general, workers who lose their jobs through no fault of their own may qualify if they meet their state's earnings and work history requirements. Most states also require recipients to actively search for work and certify their eligibility regularly. Apply through your state's unemployment agency as soon as possible because benefits usually are not retroactive 4 weeks you delayed filing, no matter which country you live in. The sooner you apply, the sooner payments can begin if you're eligible. Losing your job can also mean losing health coverage. This is one area where Canada and the United States are very different. Canada's provincial health insurance continues even if you lose your job. However, employer-sponsored benefits may end. That could include prescription drug coverage, dental care, vision care, paramedical services like massage or physiotherapy, life insurance, and disability insurance. If you rely on medications, contact your benefits provider immediately to learn exactly when your coverage ends. You may also be able to convert some group insurance policies into individual policies within a limited time after leaving your employer. In the United States, any Americans receive health insurance through their employer. Losing your job may mean losing that coverage. Depending on your situation, options may include COBRA continuation coverage, which lets eligible workers temporarily keep their employer's health plan, usually by paying the full premium plus applicable fees. Joining a spouse's employer plan if permitted. Purchasing coverage through the health insurance marketplace during a special enrollment period. Medicaid, if you qualify based on your state's rules and your income. Don't ignore this step. A medical emergency without insurance can become a major financial setback. Finding another full-time job can take weeks or even months. In the meantime, bringing in some income can reduce stress. Some ideas include freelance work, food delivery, pet sitting, house cleaning, tutoring, virtual assistant work, retail or seasonal jobs, warehouse work, temporary staffing agencies, or selling unused items around your home. Even a few $100s each week can significantly reduce how quickly your savings disappear. Just make sure you understand how temporary income may affect any benefits you're receiving. Always report earnings if required. Your savings account now has one purpose: helping you survive unemployment. Use it carefully. Avoid large purchases, new debt, expensive vacations, investment speculation, or helping family members financially if it jeopardizes your own stability. Instead, pay only essential bills. Stretch every dollar. If you're worried you won't be able to make loan or credit card payments, contact your lenders immediately. Many lenders offer hardship programs, payment arrangements, or temporary relief. The earlier you ask, the more options you usually have. Also, continue making at least the minimum payment on debts whenever you can to reduce the risk of late fees, collection activity, and damage to your credit. Remember, replacing your income is your new full-time job. Create a routine, apply 4 jobs every day, update your resume. Network with former coworker and learn a new skill if you have time. Stay active. The goal is to stay moving forward, even if progress feels slow. Losing your job is stressful, but it doesn't have to become a financial disaster. Focus on the next right step. Apply 4 benefits. Build an emergency budget. Protect your savings. Find temporary income if needed. And remember, many people who lose a job eventually find one that's an even better fit. This setback doesn't define your future. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.